Okay, so I'm going to learn object detection. The goal here is to learn lane detection and then also drivable area segmentation, and see what I can do from there. So I'm using YOLO v5. So this is by Ultralytics, but I found them through PyTorch documentation, and you can see on the GitHub repo for YOLO v5, there's a link to the documentation to Ultralytics. And so what YOLO v5 basically does is it takes the instance segmentation and semantic segmentation. If you want to sort of like highly understand those two topics, you can watch my previous video, where I read this paper and sort of got some basic understanding from that paper. Um, and so I'm going to use this and see what I can do. And the first thing I am going to do, which I've actually already done, and I'm just going to repeat it for the sake of this video, is the detailed example. So let's just copy this entire thing um, up to here, and then we'll copy paste into our file, lane detection, and then we'll just look at it and see what we can do here. So pretty basic imports here. So torch, CV2, and the image class from the image library. Okay, so I don't think we need that model comment there. And I'll probably name this a little bit better. So just do YOLO P5, um, instead of just calling it a model, and use that when we are actually using that model, so it's much more readable. So here we're giving a directory and we're loading a model. So we're loading the YOLO 5S model from YOLO 5 directory. And so we don't have to manually download these images for the classification. So we're just using these two string here, which are the name of the image, to download it from the Ultralytics/images URL. And yeah, this for loop here just gets those images, and then we open those images on. Okay, so this is something I missed when I first tried. So one we're using PIL, and one we're using CV2. So it's kind of showing it's robust. So this model is robust enough to understand those different. So I don't want to get into the detail of it, but basically when you read an image and get an object from this PIL library versus CV2, so there are some differentiation on it, and it can be painful for manually like remember to convert them, etc. Where YOLO P5 model, so they've written a code to handle all this, which is very good, I think. And then this is the result of the prediction. By the way, we're using the model to predict here, so we're not doing training. We're giving the images, and we're just saying, hey, tell us what you see on the image. And then we're printing the results, and we are also saving the result. So I just want to do results dot show, and then we'll see how it goes. Now, when I first ran this, I want to show you an error message I got. So when the first time I ran it, I got, it looks like there's no internet connection, blah, blah. And if I scroll up, I got this error, which is actually what caused the error below to come up. Certificate verify failed. And to fix that, if you're on Mac, all you need to do is go to applications, then go to Python 3.9, and just click on this install certificate commands, and then it will just install that for you. And it should work. And if it doesn't work, so basically what it is it's looking for a certificate file to verify the HTTPS connection. And usually browser does this for us when we're using like browsing internet. But when you use Python request file, you have to do it manually. And do not use verify equals to false. Yeah, it's not a best practice. It's basically you're not using the secure part of it. So that's really bad. Anyway, back to this script. Now let's run it and see what we get from it. So I'm just going to do python main.py and let's see. Should be fairly quick because I ran it once, but we'll see. Okay, there we go. So we have two images that we downloaded. One has Zinedine Zidane in it, and then the coach, and other has bus. So person. The one thing to note here is like the confidence score of the person is high and low on this one, and you can pretty much see why. Like this has a proper shape of a person, rather where the head is sort of occluded with the body here. And however, this has a better prediction for the tie than this one. Then that's again because we have a longer tie below the neck and with the shirt and everything. And I guess probably mostly because the tie is longer. And then here tie is shorter, so we only have 26% of confidence. And same thing here. These persons have actually it detected this person as well here, which just has a hand sticking out on the photo, and that is 46%. That's pretty good. And the bus, and again, this is what we read in the paper. So the bus is occluded um, in the with the person, right? So it detects that pretty well as well, and it's so like it's easy to take these things for granted today, but these were very challenging tasks, even like I think maybe 5 6 years ago. So that's what YOLOP provides us with. Um, Now I'm going to stop the recording here and then come back to it as I learn this module.